Data mines. Data mines as far as the eye can see. That's bringing something interesting for both you and for me. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, the wonderful people in the Swigger Events Discord server have managed to find out some new Lightspeed bundles and potential future event that might point to the next raid, or something else that I think is more likely to be, but we'll get to that when we come to it, because I don't like it when I look really silly and you know, I said there's not going to be an Andor raid and there might be. Whoops. Also, side note, ladies and gentlemen, you know, every so often I like to do giveaways over here on the tribe, and today in this video we're going to do one of those wonderful giveaways, so stay tuned. Later on this video I'm going to talk about what giveaway, free crystals, and how you get them. Subscribe and leave a comment. That's all it is. We'll speak about it in a sec. Let's go, I'm psyched. Here we have it, ladies and gentlemen. It's everybody's favorite Ewok. I mean, I'm not making this up. I mean, look at this. For some reason, we've got a Lightspeed bundle for Ewok Scout. Now, this is reminding me of the old Lightspeed bundles that we got for, like, Clone Wars Chewbacca, Coruscant Underworld Police, the Cup Man himself, the Cup Man cometh. I'm not thinking about that whole 2 females, 1 cup scenario over here, but whatever. Brains operate in weird ways. It looks like we're probably getting an Ewok Scout one, and now I'm a little bit frustrated because I had to do Ewok Scout the hard way. That's also wrong. I had to take Ewok Scout to Relic 9 for a sub-goal for my channel. And now some people are just going to get him for like $5 probably. $5 for an Ewok Scout. Next up, we've got Jedi Knight Calstice, his journey event. Now, it does say text Lightspeed Jedi Knight Calstice _ bundle over here. So, those of you that don't know, in order to get Jedi Knight Calstice, you need to have certain characters at gear 12, which is interesting because this could make for a really cheap Lightspeed bundle. I'm going to check to see if they've data mined the store costs for these, but I think it's just the artwork right now. So, for this, you need to have Tarful, you need to have Merrin, you need to have some other people as well. You know, I know who those are. Calstice is one of them. Yeah, see, I didn't forget him, did I? Saw Gerrera, you know, all of these people, they're all required. And there's probably one other person that I'm forgetting. I wasn't checking it out on the screen. It's Seer Junda. So you'll probably get them. Normally a Lightspeed bundle, see, this is the interesting thing. Normally these Lightspeed bundles, they come in at like Relic 5 or Relic 7 or whatever it happens to be, right? But you don't need relics for Cal. I'm wondering if they're going to try and do a really cheap one where it's not necessarily, you know, like Relic 5 or Relic 7. What if it's like Gear 13 and it costs you, I don't know, a tenner or $15? I don't know. There's an opportunity here for CG to actually reintroduce a really cheap Lightspeed bundle that can get you a legendary event without them giving away a bunch of relic levels. Could happen, right? Could happen. So I'm kind of interested in that one, see what happens there. Next up, I don't get this one. This is Lightspeed Mystery Bundle. This is new, guys. This is absolutely new. A mystery bundle, does it give you a random character? Does it give you a random assortment of characters? Really interested to see what this contains and what the price point is, because I'm not a guy that does gacha, right? I mean, obviously I play gacha games, but I don't do random chance when it comes to this sort of thing. I'm not, this is not, you know, doesn't tickle my boat, doesn't, yeah, you know what I mean? So if this one has the potential to be really cool and interesting, but also I have big warning signs on my head. Next up, we have got Queen Armadala. Now, this is going to be like previous Conquest Lightspeed bundles that we've had. That's right, Conquest bundles like we had for Maul, like we had for Commander Ahsoka Tano, for Ben Solo, for Bane more recently, right? Queen Armadala, it's probably going to be $50, and you'll probably get her at Relic 7. Sometimes they come with Omicrons as well. So, she is phenomenal. She is really good. She is up there with some of the best Conquest units we've ever had. Not quite as good, in my opinion, as people like Ezra or Bane, but probably a close third. Stranger, Herd, they're all around the same sort of power level. Could be useful to get if you are somebody that likes to whale. Apart from that, we've got a Sith Eternal Emperor Lightspeed bundle. I thought we had one of these already, but I guess we didn't. Again, price point, it could be useful. I feel like that C probably needed to be a bit bigger and more central, but I'm not working for the art department, obviously. Yeah. Okay, next up. Thuggy. Did CG literally look at the useless R9s in my account and think, Yeah. Scribe knows what's up. We need to get some Thugnaut, and we need to get some R9 Ewok Scout on the board, because Scribe's already done these at R9, and we think that people want to be just like him and get useless R9s. But it is R9. Probably R9. Don't know. This is probably $5 again. Ugnaught Lightspeed Bundle. Yeah, fantastic. Okay, before we go into the next set, where we're going to get into a little bit of, a little bit of speculation, over here, I want to announce another giveaway. That's right, I'm going to have 5 lucky winners winning an undisclosed amount of crystals. All you have to do in order to enter into this particular prize is twofold. Firstly, I need you to be subscribed to the channel, so hit that subscribe button down in the bottom, and also make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you turn those notifications on so you never miss a giveaway again. And next, I need you to enter your ally code into the comments section and see if we can beat the last number. Last time I had 1,200 entries. Do you know how much time I wasted trying to grab your ally codes from the comments section? I know, it's kind of crazy, but I'm willing to do it again because I want to. I'm a masochist? I don't know. So yeah, hit the subscribe button, leave your ally code in the comments section down below. Please only do it once because I don't want to have to enter in your ally code twice. And I will see you there. I will announce the winners this weekend. All right? All right, this is where we get interesting. Gorman Plaza playable background environment. This is where it gets interesting. So the Gorman Plaza, it's from Andor, right? It's from Andor. It's supposed to be a memorial for where the Tarkin massacre happened. It happened in Andor. There are people that are speculating it's going to be a new raid because we've got a new playable background environment. I don't think it is. I'll be honest, guys. I don't think it is. I think it's more likely going to be for the next era battles that we're going to see, right? Because this era is just over halfway through. At the end of the era, we should be having 2 new era battles, most likely one for ISB and one for the Andor crew, right? And then we'll be able to earn our rewards and Cassian and all that sort of good business. However, it could well be that this is going to coincide with an announcement for a new raid. Looks like we've got some background artifacts or elements or whatever you want to call them that point towards it being a playable environment. To me, I feel like it has to be the era battle. But I know a lot of people are really certain that the Andor era is leading into raid. Now, I'll go over once again why I don't think the Andor content will be raid content. It's because CG hasn't told us. They haven't said that these units are going to be raid units. They always do, apart from once with Bad Batch, okay? But, if they started off this era, they would have known that they're making a raid for Andor like a year ago. They would have told us straight away. Right? They would have told us, by the way, these guys, if they wanted to make money off those units, they would say whilst they were in the marquee store, they would say whilst people could wail on them properly, would have said it all the way back with Claire, right? They'd have said, hey guys, by the way, you're going to want these units because they're used in the next raid. Instead of waiting until halfway through, all they're doing there is costing themselves money. Now, maybe that is the case, but I think it more aligns with either era challenges that might move into Gorman Plaza, or it's going to be for the era battles that occur afterwards. But I'm curious to know, what are your thoughts, ladies and gentlemen of the tribe? Do you think this is actually going to be era content, or do you think, like me, it's not going to be a raid? That's the other way around. The wrong things that words are hard. Words are very hard. Do you think it's going to be for the next era battles, or do you think it's going to be for the next raid? Or do you think it's just a new background that CG's introducing for some other undisclosed event? Who knows? Answers on a postcard, if you please, ladies and gentlemen. Now, don't forget, if you want to enter into my giveaway, ladies and gentlemen, please, pretty please do enter your ally code down below, and I will be checking to see if you're subscribed, because only subscribers have the answer. I will see you in the very next video. Peace out, and may the Force be with you.